Sometimes our intentions are not very clear. They can get lost in the business of our behaviors and actions. Intentionality, or acting on purpose, should be preceded by well-defined intentions. That may seem like a no-brainer, like a given, but you might be surprised how many times we get lost in intentionality and lose sight of the intention. So when I say intention before intentionality, I mean know your purpose before acting on that purpose, before acting on purpose. This can be especially important when we think about stress management. Rather than blindly engaging in a behavior, it's important to know what your goal or desired outcome is and whether or not the behavior you're planning to engage in will get you to that goal, to that desired outcome. You'd be surprised how many times we seem to miss one or the other. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you understand the importance of exercising as part of being healthy and strong and resilient, and as an effective tool in your stress management toolbox. But your schedule is such that really the best time for you to exercise would be in the morning. So let's say you decide that every day or 5 times a week you will get up at 5 in the morning and you will go for a run. But the reality is that you're not a morning person. You rarely, if ever, are up at 5 in the morning. And you really don't enjoy running as a form of exercise. So, while maybe initially this planned behavior, your intentionality to get up early and go for a run, sounded like a good idea, sounded like the right thing to do for your health and for better stress management, in reality, having to actually do that makes you miserable and you hate doing it. And maybe before you know it, you stop doing anything. You stop getting up early and you stop trying to run. So the behavior sounded like the right thing to do, but maybe it wasn't the right thing to do for you. So knowing your purpose is step one, but knowing whether a certain behavior, whether acting on that purpose in a certain way will get you to your desired outcome is just as important. So, intention before intentionality. Before you run off and start doing something, is it going to get you to where you are? And one could argue, I understand, that sure, getting up early and running, even if you hate it, will potentially come with some kind of benefits. But what's the cost? Your misery. So adding misery to your life is adding stress to your life. So in the long run, that's not the best way to add to your stress management skills. Do you see what I mean? It's a simple example, but you can think of all kinds of things, I bet, in your own life or in the lives of people you know, where they were so focused on intentionality that it really was a mismatched attempt to reach a goal. It was a mismatch for the intention. So every intentionality should be preceded by the intention. And you should be able to assess whether that certain behavior that you're planning will get you to where you want to be. There are so many things when it comes to effective stress management that you can add to your toolbox and use successfully whenever and however it is appropriate. Not every tool is appropriate or the best tool for every situation. So the more tools that you have, the better. But there's no point in having tools that are not helpful or even harmful, even cause more stress in your life. So consider that as you look at your own life, the stress in it, and your work towards effective stress management. If you'd like to learn more about a comprehensive approach to stress management, check out the link below.